Okay, so the first thing you want to do when operating the jetter, you want to fill up your tank. With our machines, we have two options to fill up with. You can attach this piece to it and hook up a garden hose, or you can hook a hydrant hose straight to this piece to fill up. The very next thing you want to do is check your water filter. You want to make sure that your water filter is completely clean. If it's get clogged or dirty or anything like that and water can't really pass through, you won't get any pressure. So the first thing I'm gonna do is come over here. I wanna make sure that my water valve is off. And then I wanna come here and loosen my water filter. Then you have to be careful when you dumping this water. There's a little gasket in here. And if you lose this gasket, then your machine could suck air. All right, so I just wanna make sure that this is clean. I want to clean it. I mean, sometimes you can use your drain valves to just rinse it off really good. Put it back on, screw it back tight. And you don't need a wrench. It can be hand tight. Okay. Now that I know that my water filter is clear, I'm gonna open my water valve. I'm gonna allow water to flow from my water tank up through my pump. Now I want to prime my pump, so I'm going to open my primer valve. I'm going to let water flow. When it starts flowing, I can just shut it off. At this point, my unit is completely ready to operate. I'm completely primed here. I got water in my tank. And at this point, I'm ready to operate. I'm ready to jet. You can operate this in two different ways. You can do manual mode or remote mode. Right now, I'm gonna do it in manual mode. So I'm gonna turn my key to the A position. Once this screen becomes blue, I'm able to start the machine. Okay, so now I can crank my machine. I can turn my water on. At this point, I got water flowing from my hose back to my tank right now because it's just recirculating. I can throttle this up at any point manually. And throttle back down. All right, now I'm back at idle. So that is manual mode on operating the jetter. If I want to go to remote mode, I'm gonna turn my key to this R position. I'm gonna get my remote. I'm gonna get my remote and hold the remote on button until my light starts flashing. Once they start flashing, I can let go, and I'm gonna have the first two lights flashing a green color. All right, and then on my box, it's gonna say remote status on. All right, at this point, I can operate the jetter from my remote. I can go ahead and crank it from the remote. I can cut my water on and off from the remote. And I can throttle up and throttle down from the remote. When you're going to use the smaller hoses, like the 1/4-inch hose, the 3/8 hose, or the 3/16 hose, you want to open up your bypass valve here. Your machine, like this machine here, is designed to pump 18 gallons a minute, but with the smaller hoses, you can't pump that much water through it per minute. So I want to reduce some of that water and return it back to the tank. So I just come here, I open my bypass valve, and some of that water recirculates back to the tank. And at that point, I'm able to use those smaller hoses, still at 4,000 PSI, but less gallons per minute.